These are some of my beloved thrifted t-shirts, and it's time that I give them new life. So stick around to the end so you can see how I turned them into halter tops. Starting with my Dare shirt. So the front is this plain thing right here. I want to preserve the Dare, so I'm going to cut it out for a future project. I'm thinking that it will look so fly as a choker, but I'm not sure yet. So the back will be the front. The traditional way of cutting a t-shirt into a halter top is to cut neck to armpit on both sides, and then you're going to use the collar of the shirt as a necktie. I like to extend the material so that my necktie can be even longer. The string could be longer. I find the collar alone to be a little too tight. Also, I like the loose look at times, so this gives me more room to be more creative with my outfit. You'll see people pull their t-shirts when they cut them, and that's just because it gives you a clean line, a clean look. So for this t-shirt, I cut the back out completely because I wanted to use blue cloth from the other t-shirt project to be the back tie. I also cut strings from another blue t-shirt to create the necktie for this one. I did a very simple stitch. This is the most basic stitch. It's the only stitch that I know. I'm not too good at sewing. I just know the basics, but for some things, that's all you need. I eyeballed the placement, but I suggest that you try your shirt on and use a marker to mark where you would want the straps to lie on your waist and stitch along there. I just picked this one up secondhand. I was just so happy to have a t-shirt with the Statue of Liberty on it, but normally I don't like to wear logo. So again, the basic from armpit to neck or from neck to armpit. I kept this one very, very basic. So as I showed you before, cut from armpit to armpit when you're cutting the back. And like if you like to do what I do, I suggest you create a longer, a longer necktie than the little collar that you're allotted. So I left myself a thicker band here because I thought that I was going to do a double back tie for this t-shirt, but I didn't. I created it, sure, and this is how you do it, but I wound up cutting one of the ties off and just keeping a single back tie. You know how they say by your second child, your confidence will grow and you'll be like easy peasy with everything? That's this t-shirt for me. I folded it down the middle and I cut from neck to armpit in one go. If you really like your graphic design, I suggest you try the shirt on and grab a marker and do some marking so that you don't cut through the graphic design. I like a little rough DIY look, and so if I cut through the design, I don't mind. This reads I Love My Boyfriend. It's so funny because I've been single for 4 years, but it's my favorite color blue, and every time I see it at the thrift store, I give it a second look. So for this t-shirt, I actually did create double back ties. I made a thick band at the back. I laid one band on top of the other because, like I said, at this point, you just want to get it over with. And I cut straight down the middle, so cutting 2 ties in one go. For the front of the shirts, you'll see I got a little creative. That came at the end, though. Those moods hit me as I was going, but you'll see it and I'll explain it at the end of the video. So this is legit 70s merch Superman t-shirt, and it was very hard for me to just cut it up, so I turned it into a crop top to match the diamond symbol with the S on my chest. I created a sharp curve in the front and then split it down the middle, separating the front and the back, and cutting a sharper curve at the back to match the front so that they can show equal amounts of skin. I almost didn't upload this because I felt like it wasn't a sufficient enough tutorial and I felt like it wasn't easy to follow. But I did so much work on it that I told myself to just give it a chance and upload it. If you want me to do it again, I would do it again, and I would speak as I'm cutting so it can be easier to understand. I didn't talk about the front of the shirts because it is so personal to you. It was very personal to me. For example, the outfit that I wore yesterday, the diamond pants to Silent Disco, I don't like how they have so much, like the torso is so extended on me and it looks awkward to me, on me. And so I tried to cover that up, and that's why I cut this in the way that I did with a long extended diamond cut. I was trying to cover as much of the torso of those jeans as possible. It just so happened that it looks cute. Oh, so this is the one where I did the blue in the back. So this is from the I Love My Boyfriend t-shirt. The material is from the I Love My Boyfriend t-shirt. And that, it was just like, I saw all the shirts together in the table, and I saw how pretty the orange and the blue were next to each other. And so that's why I did that. The mic died on me here, so a quick explanation. This is the most basic one of all. I cut high at the hips because I like to wear low waist skirts or whatever, and I wanted more hip skin to show. I think it's very feminine, very alluring, and so that's pretty much it. The back is your basic one back tie and one neck tie, and this is the blue one with the double back tie. I like it because it cinches the waist more, as you can see from here, and I left the top very wide. I cut from underarm to neck, but I angled it to preserve the graphic design, because that's what I was trying to teach you, how to preserve the design. And so you see more of my skin is covered in the front, and no side boob is showing with this style of cutting. But again, I am, you know, small in the bosom area, and so so this is the Superman shirt, and it is just as I explained it, just a little point on the front and a point in the back, showing a lot of skin. The back looks longer just because there's nothing to lift it. Like in the front, my chest lifts the material, and so it looks higher, but they are equal lengths in, you know, in height and in length. Yeah, so this is it, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. The pants that I'm wearing is French Connection. I just picked them up secondhand. I like them. I think they're cute. Thinking of turning them into capris, but I'm not sure. Either way, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Sorry for the mic malfunction. I will see you very soon. Peace. That is it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.